Good Monday morning to everyone. I'm Jonathan Martin. So glad to have you here on this Monday, August 4th. You can see my co-anchor Aisha Howard is joining us this morning from Hope Hill Elementary School, right around the corner from the King Center, as students are getting ready to head back for the first day of class. And Aisha, we know that at this particular school, they're really making students feel like the star of the show. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Jonathan. Yeah, the school bell rings here at 7:45, Hope Hill Elementary, right in the heart of Atlanta's historic Old Fourth Ward community. And when the little ones pull up, they're going to see not only us with the lights, camera, action, but they're going to see their school administrators, big smiles on their faces with the red carpet rolled out. One thing about it, I've been out here since about 4:30. We cannot shake this drizzle. So parents, as you are getting them up this morning, make sure that you have the rain gear handy. We want to get you with a look right now here at your screen, showing you all of the districts that are headed back today. This is going to be a big one. You can see this list right here. It's Atlanta Public Schools, Clayton, Cobb, Dekalb, Fulton, Gwinnett counties there, just to name a few. Exciting day for these students, despite the forecast that we have here that has led us to issue an 11 Alive weather impact alert. Meteorologist Chesley McNeil joining us this morning. Chesley, you know, you got to put something over that outfit today, but don't worry, when you get in school, you can step out, take that rain jacket off and still be fly.
Absolutely. More of a nuisance than anything else, but better than those 90-degree temperatures and 100-degree temperatures we had last week, right? We do have the cloud cover in place, and the rain is on the outside. You can see how wet it is at the top of the parking deck there, Northside Hospital, but you're looking out over the King and Queen building. Roadways seem to be fine for now. We'll check in with Rachel in a few minutes just to figure out what's going on around the areas or where the problem spots are. You will encounter some problems later on today, especially because the rain is expected to pick up to be heavy at times. So far, it has been light, and so this is our impact today. These rounds of heavy rain that's going to be around. An additional 1 to 3 inches certainly possible. Yesterday we saw 2 to 4 inches, so now we're just adding on, all right, which could lead to some flooding, folks. And if you don't know how deep the water is in your area, don't roll over it because you can be displaced. So you want to turn around, don't drown. We always say that to you. Up to the northwest, all the way down to Macon is where you see the highlighted counties here. This is where we have a flood watch, which will last until 8 o'clock tonight. All the highlighted counties here. Again, an additional 1 to 3 inches of rainfall possible, which will lead to some flooding in a few spots. You notice the rain is light for this morning. You see no yellow in this. There's no lightning strikes at all. It's just light rain that's coming down. Where we don't have the light rain, we got the clouds, and we also have some areas of drizzle out there, like around the Atlanta metro area right now. It's just areas of drizzle. The fog is starting to develop down to the south, down toward LaGrange, but we do have reduced visibilities thanks to the rain that's out there, down to 1.7 miles visibility over toward Covington. Temperatures are in the 60s starting off this morning and will stay right near 70 for an afternoon high temperature today. I'm thinking right around 71 degrees for an afternoon high temperature for today. We got some problems on the roadways. Let's get to it now with Rachel.
Yeah, we're finally getting a look at this crash I've been reporting on here at the I-285 eastbound northbound entrance to 75. So you can see all those flashing lights and slow moving traffic as folks go around that curve again to go from 285 east onto 75 north in Cobb County. You can see those slowdowns, speeds dropping into the teens and 20s. It's not a long stretch, though. That's the good news, but I would still get out the door early. And also actually starting to see some westbound slowdowns as well as folks go from westbound 285 to 75 northbound. So leaving early going to be helpful for you this morning. A wide look at the perimeter shows we're mostly green, but look at this heavy slowing right now between Lithonia and Wesley Chapel Road. Speeds dropping to the teens and 20s. We see backups here every day, but this looks harsher than usual. So expect about a 26-minute drive from Highway 138 Conyers to the perimeter. Other direction, Fairburn Road to the perimeter, 13 minutes eastbound from Douglas County. Let's go out live to Aisha Howard. She is anchoring from Hope Hill Elementary in the Old Fourth Ward. Aisha, over to you.
Good morning, Rachel and team there in the studio. Well, it is a big day for so many families around Metro Atlanta, back to school, and it's not your traditional back to school. There are a lot of changes and some big districts around our community, and that is why we have team coverage for you this morning. We have Doug Turnbull on assignment out there in Gwinnett County, really going to take a look at the traffic. We know that means a lot of cars back on the roads and the school buses too, so everything you need to know about that. And then we have 11 Alive's Dan Kennedy, who is live for us this morning from Dekalb School of the Arts. And we're going to kick it off, though, with Stephanie Chadnock, who is holding things down there in Cobb County. Steph, you're at Innovation and Technology Academy there. Tell us what's new in Cobb County this year and how are things looking out there for you so far, Steph?
Yeah, Aisha, holding it down out here, holding down my umbrella because it's a wet Monday morning, a wet first day of school for Cobb County students. They're going to be arriving here very soon once the buses start rolling in. And we know this is the second largest school district in all of Georgia. Just a very exciting time. We do know that 109 schools make up Cobb County, over 110,000 students. And also, it's the largest employer in Cobb County, 17,000 people employed by the district here. Superintendent Chris Ragsdale has been leading the district since 2015. He's keeping his focus on student achievement and also technology and classrooms. Just last week, we were following along with our cameras as kindergarten students got to take a little test run practice on the school bus ahead of the first day of school. And this morning, we're here outside the Innovation and Technology Academy, where we're hoping to meet some high school kids here at Osborne who will be arriving soon. And we also know that Superintendent Ragsdale will be greeting students down at Vaughn Elementary School later this morning. And so if your kiddo attends there, you can look out for Cobb County Schools Superintendent. Welcome him through the front door. Live here in Cobb County, Stephanie Chanoff, back to you, Aisha.
All right, Seth, thank you. Sending it over now to Dan Kennedy in Dekalb County. Dan, we know Dekalb might be the second largest district out there. You know, Cobb is the second largest actually in Georgia, but Dekalb actually puts up some really impressive numbers as well. And they've also made some great turnarounds, Dan, on getting teachers in the classroom.
Yes, they have. They are starting this new fresh school year off with some great numbers. You'll hear from the superintendent in just a second. As you mentioned, Dekalb County here, the third largest school district in Georgia. So we're welcoming back 92,000 or so students district-wide here in Dekalb County this morning. Still quiet here outside Dekalb School of the Arts, but that's going to be changing in about an hour, hour and a half or so when the buses start rolling in. First bell around 8 o'clock here. But this year, district leaders say they are excited for what's ahead. They are entering with fewer staffing shortages than years past. Superintendent Dr. Devin Horton was a guest on The Take last week. He told us that just a couple years ago, the district was facing a massive teacher shortage. But today, that number is down to just 24 vacancies out of more than 6,000 teaching positions.
We have only 24 teacher vacancies going into this school year. That is remarkable. I came here 2 years ago. There were 650 teacher vacancies. Like, I can't even begin to express how critical that is. Mm-hmm. So we're doing something to be able to attract the talent that we're bringing in.
All right, I'm going to give you the school start times just so you know what to expect if you're out on the roads today and you encounter some school buses and maybe a little more traffic than usual. Here in Dekalb County, elementary schools around 7:45 to 8. High schools like this one closer to 8 o'clock, and then middle schools about an hour later. Everybody getting out a little later today by 4 p.m. Reporting live in Dekalb County, Dan Kennedy, 11 Alive News.
Yeah, Dan, thank you. We are bringing the good news because here in Atlanta Public Schools, they are down to single-digit vacancies for teachers. So a lot of people excited about starting the school year strong. We're going to keep that team coverage going for you all throughout the morning. Turn us on, turn us up. Let us fill your home with good news and all the information you need, Jonathan, as you get those little ones up and ready to head out the door. Back to you.
Yeah, back in a big routine this morning. Aisha Howard live for us. Thank you so much. We'll see you in a bit, Aisha.